to right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Antman, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Antman can take another step this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Owens. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Here's Reed to throw. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Riley. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the draw, it's Owens. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Running inside, it's Owens. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Might as well stick with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Reed. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And man, this guy is not disappointing. Sometimes you get that 5-star and that hype, and they come to college and like, where have they been? First couple games, man, getting sacks, getting his name in that column, showing that he's got elite upside, elite athletic ability, and that's why he was such a big name 5-star recruit.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Reed. They're setting up the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Fires on the move. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He might want another play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Looking long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the option. Could be an outing. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he
snags it and he's open. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Texas offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
He's got it on the right. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got it set up on the outside. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Throwing Reed. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. This time on target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
I mean, that is
exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Here we go, ready, go.
Right back to it. Sweet cut there. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, what a move to get room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Manning. Finds his man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Hart's going to spin it again. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 12 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what? There he goes.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things.
Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he tacked on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The run inside. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Reed fires to the middle, and his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
With the draw, it's Owens. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll go right back to the run. Turning it on. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Keeps it on 1st down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Here's Reed to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quarterback making checks. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Again, it's Brown. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. Complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's a heat. Finds his target down the middle. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single.
Here's a little. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, Reed. Throws it deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. In the gun, third down, Reed. Rushes on him. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throwing, Reed. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Aggies get it right back.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes! He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They go to the counter. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment.
Finding some room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there, getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Owens. And he'll be brought down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looking for room at the 25. Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And he knocked through the extra point, pretty meaningless in the grand scheme, and the game is over. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of